Hello again, and welcome to Straight Street. My name is Chris Cooley. This is the channel for those of us who are younger in the Lord, not necessarily younger people, but who have been walking with the Lord for a shorter amount of time. This faith walk ain't no cakewalk. The words of someone famous, and they are true. I can't tell you the number of years that I have been walking with the Lord, but I can say that it's serious. It is not any casual affair. I have come to a place where I can say that the Lord has proven himself to me time after time after time, and he is trustworthy and dependable. And I understand that his ways are beyond my understanding. They are not my ways. They are sometimes they leave me bewildered, for real. Like today, like right now. This message is to illustrate that even though you will come to a place where you depend entirely on the Lord, where you are certainly in the Lord's camp, no question, no going back. And there will be times that you will have distress. You will wonder why things are the way that they are, considering the relationship that you have with the Lord being what it is, real and true. And in those times, you have to remember also that you're not the only one. You're not the first one to have this contraction. Let me read it. So in the Bible, Isaiah 41, chapter 10, Isaiah chapter 10, Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, yea, I will help you. I will uphold you with the right hand of my righteousness. He didn't say it for no reason. And again, in 1 Samuel chapter 30, verse 6, verse 6, it says, "And David was greatly distressed, for the people spoke of stoning him, because the soul of all the people was grieved, every man for the sons and for his daughters. But David encouraged himself in the Lord his God." Now, in the case of David, that story, that's when they fought for the Philistines, or they were gonna fight for the Philistines, and the king of the Philistines sent David back. He was like, "I want you to fight with me, but my lieutenants don't, so you gotta go." So he comes back home to Ziklag, and some marauders had already sacked the town, burnt it down, and carried everybody away. And people were hurting. They were like, "Oh my God." And it got to the point where, the just overwhelming shock and awe of the moment brought the people, they cried till they couldn't cry, and then they had another emotion, which was to stone David, because he was the reason why they was not at the house when these guys showed up. And David was feeling that burden on his shoulders, and the word says that he encouraged himself in the Lord. And in Isaiah speaking, the Lord is speaking to Isaiah saying, or he's speaking to the people saying, do not be dismayed. I am your God. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. So whatever the issue is, you belong to me. And no matter how long you have walked with the Lord, you will come to places in your life again and again and again where these verses are very relevant and very helpful. Like I said, it's in the back and the front of my mind right now because of something that I'm dealing with personally. Story time. So I had a relative in the hospital for serious issues, and I visited with them several times, praying with them and sharing the gospel, and doing God's work, doing what I knew ought to be done in the moment such as that. And I ended up getting a staph infection at the hospital, not even a patient. On my face. It's not as bad as it was, and the light, is doing me great justice right now that, it's not so apparent. But, oh man, I've been going through it. Several days and doses of antibiotics later, I'm doing better, but I have been dealing with it and going through it and wondering how is it that good work can turn around with, this being the reward. Is this what I get, God? But that's not the case. I recognize this as something different. This is not God's chastening. This is the enemy's retaliation for that good work that I did. And that is something also that you can expect. This is war for life. You joined up, you enlisted or got conscripted, and you're in it for life. And you will be attacked. And things will show up that you don't deserve. And you'll wonder, God, why? Isn't your hand supposed to be on me? Isn't your protection supposed to be surrounding me? Like a hedge, like a wall of fire, an army of angels. And then this. But the Lord's ways are not our ways. And He has allowed me to deal with this for the benefit of His own glory. There will be a testimony that follows. I am doing what I know to do to bring the situation to, by the stripes of Jesus, I am healed, and to see that and to experience that and have that on display. But the Lord is allowing me to walk about in the world with this on my face and this around my neck, looking like, where is your God? But my God does what he wants to. And I belong to him. And I concede to that. I say, Lord, I don't like this and I don't understand it. But thou art God. Thou art my God. And I do trust you. If my vanity needs that strike, I don't like it, but so be it. If I am the example for other people in the world, to look at and wonder at, or to gawk, or to mock, then I am their test. And perhaps I am presently the opportunity for someone else to have mercy and pity on me. So, with very sober eyes, I can see how, this condition is relevant, and even beneficial to me personally, and a testament to who God is. Because for those who gawk and mock, it's coming back on them. God is not mocked, and touch not my anointed. And I condemn every mouth that rises up against me in judgment, and no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And the Lord will show himself strong and show that he is the truth. Let every man be a liar, for the Lord is the truth. And though today you don't see it, after several days we will. So be aware and even expectant, and prepared is most important. Be prepared for times such as these, when we are afflicted for no reason, when we know we've been good, when we know our hands are clean, and still it shows up. Be encouraged that the Lord knows where you are. Nothing happens outside of his knowing. And encourage yourself in the Lord. His word is filled, it is absolutely filled with encouragement. He knows what we are going to go through, and he makes it abundantly clear, both almost, I feel like, as much as he makes it clear that he is God, and just to what extent he is God, he also makes it clear how very much we are cared for and in good hands. That's enough for now. Thank you for your time, and hope to see you again soon.